At least 15 to 20 people living inside the building were labourers. The building collapsed upon them. Some of them were inside the building, while some were inside the shed near the building. The building has fallen on the shed as well.
Hello? Hello?
McDonald's shares fell in pre-market trading on Wednesday after an E. coli outbreak linked to the restaurant's quarter-pounder sandwiches left one person dead in the US. Officials said the outbreak across 10 states has also sickened 49 people and sent 10 to the hospital. Cases were reported starting in September and have continued in October. In the past, 2 notable E. coli outbreaks at fast food restaurants Chipotle and Jack in the Box significantly hit their sales. And the same E. coli strain in the McDonald's outbreak was linked to the 1993 Jack in the Box incident, which killed 4 children. McDonald's said it has pulled the quarter-pounder hamburger from the menu in the affected areas. Based on initial findings, it said the outbreak could have been caused by the slivered onions used in the quarter-pounders. The onions were sourced from a single supplier that serves 3 distribution centres. Analysts said fourth-quarter sales could see some pressure from the outbreak, but it's too early to note if it would be worse than the 2 previous E. coli cases. Analysts added that the outbreak's timing was bad news for McDonald's, as its US comparable sales has started accelerating following the launch of $5 value meals.
This is Todus, a tractor powered by electricity. It's a rarity. Agricultural machines typically run on diesel fuel, and major manufacturers have so far hardly sold any e-tractors. Todus and Johanna Bayer in Germany want to change that. Todus was inspired by the solar panels on the roofs of various farms. He hopes the Todus can cut down on energy use and significantly cut running costs.
If I mechanize it in the vehicle, it costs me perhaps 10 cents per wheel. If I generate the same from diesel, I'm looking at around 50 cents, almost 5 times what it costs me to generate my own electricity. This vehicle drives incredibly economically and efficiently.
Unglaublich wirtschaftlich und effizient.
The prototype is currently being tested on a farm in Bavaria. Farmer Franz Oberreisenbuchner has been using the Todus for almost a year. His farm's solar panels provide the electricity that powers the tractor.
In my opinion, the advantages clearly outweigh the disadvantages. Firstly, there are cost savings because we no longer have to buy diesel and can generate the electricity we need ourselves with our photovoltaic systems. At the same time, the tractor can refuel from the electricity that we would otherwise only feed into the grid at a low price. So we can really count on a favourable electricity price.
The electric tractor can be used for 5 to 10 hours on a single charge, but there is a trade-off. The intensity of the work has to be taken into account. While many everyday tasks can be carried out well with the e-tractor, it is not suitable for very intense work with heavy machinery such as ploughing, and charging the battery can take up to 8 hours. If there is urgent work to be done on the tractor, owners can also replace the battery with an exchangeable one. Here's Johanna Bayer.
If we now compare ourselves with conventional tractors in the premium segment, we can say they cost around 180,000 to 200,000 euros. And if we take into account the existing subsidies from the Ministry of Agriculture, we will be around 35% more expensive. However, it is important to note that the operating costs of our tractor are reduced so much that these additional costs are recouped within 2,000 to 3,000 operating hours. And from then on, you only save money.
Do these pigs sound happy or sad? European scientists have developed an artificial intelligence algorithm capable of finding out. Their goal is to create a tool that can decode pigs' calls and update farmers on their well-being. Researchers say once fully developed, it could also be used to label farms and help consumers make informed choices. The AI algorithm was developed from thousands of pig recordings taken in different settings. What noises do they make when they play? How about when pigs are isolated or in competition for food?
And then we started by combining all the recordings we had.
Elodie Mandel-Briefer is a behavioral biologist at the University of Copenhagen and co-lead of the study.
So we had this huge database of calls that are produced in specific emotions, specific contexts by many different pigs and kinds of pigs and ages. And then we developed AI, so artificial intelligence that could tell us, be trained to tell us if the calls that we recorded were emotionally positive or negative.
They found that short grunts typically indicate positive emotions, while long grunts often signal discomfort. High-frequency sounds like screams or squeals usually mean the pig is stressed. For instance, when they are in pain, fight, or are separated from each other. The study of animal emotions is a relatively new field. It recognizes the mental health of livestock as vital to their overall well-being. Most current animal welfare strategies focus on physical health and use systems that monitor these aspects for farmers. Mandel-Briefer says she began working on the project in 2016.
Now with the explosions of AI methods, it actually becomes more and more easy to do these things. We made a lot of progress in our team.
The algorithm demonstrated that pigs kept in outdoor, free-range, or organic farms with the ability to roam and dig produced fewer stress calls than conventionally raised pigs. Mandel-Briefer says the technology could be developed into an app for farmers to enhance their animals' welfare. And the researchers say the information could one day be used by consumers to make informed choices. With enough data, Mandel-Briefer says the method could also potentially be applied to understand the emotions of other mammals.